Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live. I got two guests joining me tonight, and I got one in, and we're just waiting for Lisa to join. But we have Michelle joining us tonight, and then we have Lisa joining us. So as soon as we get Lisa in, we're going to pop her up as well. So we're coming in to do some reading. So we're going to wait for some people to join in. And Lisa, are you ready to come on the screen? You're ready, Lisa, to come on the screen? Yeah? Okay. Let's pop Lisa in with us. And there's Lisa. Hello, Danielle and Natasha. Hello. Did Lisa fall off her chair?
I see a back. Oh.
Where'd she go?
There she is.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We just popped on live right when you were coming in. So perfect timing.
I don't have sound on my end. You'll have to give me a moment to figure that out.
Okay. So Lisa doesn't have sound, so we're just getting her end figured out here. You let us know. I'll just pop Lisa down until she got sound. And give me thumbs up when you have sound. Hello, everyone. I see we're on both. We are on YouTube and we're on Facebook. We're all good. Now we're going to bring Lisa back up. Oh, nice to see you too, Claire. Hello, Lisa. Lisa now has sound. Hello, Sheila. And Elsie, hello. And Jordan, hi. And Kevin, I think I said hello to Kevin, I'm not sure. And Danielle and Natasha, we have people joining in. So I have a treat for everyone. There's 3 of us here tonight, and we are actually coming in to do some readings. So if you ladies want to share this over to take a moment, share it over to your pages, you can invite people to come join you so that your people can also get in. There's a lot of your people that are also here too, but that we can get in here. So while we're just waiting for some people to join us. So yeah, I don't know why I don't have it. I only can see a couple comments at a time. Hello, Chelsea and Shelley. Hello. And if you're, share this on your page, on your personal pages, wherever. Invite people to come join us. If you know anyone who would really benefit from a card reading tonight, we're going to pull some cards. Hello, Carrie. All right.
Nice to see the room filling up. It's a great Friday night to come together and have some fun.
Right. Yeah, it is, to get everyone in here. We're almost like this color-coded pinks and greens and whites. All right. So for those who don't know, let me introduce the ladies who are here with me tonight on the screen. So we have Michelle Gibson, who's making a lot of noise in front of her microphone.
Sorry.
And Michelle is Angelic Realm Healing. That's her page. And then we have Lisa Richard, who is Loving Energy. No, she's not anymore. She is, but she's not. So she's Loving Energy Recharge, but she's
Inner Alchemy with Lisa.
Inner Alchemy now. Inner Alchemy. I'm like, holy, that was just a blank. Inner Alchemy is her Facebook page now. She's still Loving Energy Recharge on her website, but her page is Inner Alchemy with Lisa. I randomly noticed that one morning. How come I didn't notice it before? But Hello, hello, hello. Look at all the beautiful people here that are asking for cards
Wonderful.
tonight. So we are, so we are actually going to jump in and we're going to choose some people. So we want to give as many readings as we can. And we love these nights. We love when we come together and we share space and we support each other and we're able to share this opportunity. So here we go. We're going to choose. I'm really loud. Hello
You're
to
not on my
everyone
end.
on Facebook and YouTube. No, just on my, just in my own ears. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone's just popping in, so the energy keeps shifting for me.
Yeah.
All
Claire, my
right,
page
so
is
who would
Angelic
like?
Healing.
Yes, what is Michelle's page? It's Angelic Realm Healing. Who are we going to? We'll share. We'll actually in the comment section we will put the link to Lisa and Michelle's page as well. We'll put that up for you guys, and you can also go like and follow their pages. Okay, who we choosing, ladies? Who's gonna choose? Who's gonna pick somebody? Anyone got anyone in mind?
I was just scrolling right on through and my eyes went right to the very top. And the first name that I saw asking was Jordan Sloan.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
there we go.
Jordan Sloan. Jordan Sloan. And you should still be here because you just came in. So just let us know that you're still here so we know. But Lisa's going to start your reading. There she
Yeah.
is. You're
So I'm
welcome.
coming in with some fun tonight, Jordan, and I've actually brought in the magical fairies. They have a lot of playfulness to them, but they also kind of know how to get into the nitty gritty. So sometimes we like to have a bit of humor as we're going through and we're finding messages for individuals. And I do sense a bit of playfulness around you, but I also sense an underlying current that there is something that is weighing on your mind. So I'm just shuffling through the cards and we're asking for what is in Jordan's highest good tonight. What is here for her to receive? And what do we have for you today? Oh,
I'm
interesting.
just looking down because I'm sharing. Sorry.
Yeah, so Jordan, you have debt paid off. So this actually kind of indicates that you just came to a completion of a bit of a pattern within your own life. So I don't know if you've just made a serious commitment to really kind of looking at some of the perhaps old ways of doing stuff and kind of realizing that it's no longer working for you. And this is actually kind of coming through then as a bit of an accolades to acknowledge the work that you have done. So whether that's something in the material realm that you have very financially kind of cleared off, or this is something of just kind of increasing the value within yourself. And it does feel kind of non-tangible. So I'm not sure if other people would kind of recognize for you. You just had your wedding on Saturday. Okay, so debts paid off kind of feels like this is a new beginning for you. So something opening you up to the greater relationships, the greater love, allowing yourself to have some fun in there. It says on the bottom, the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So whatever some of those old stories were, maybe in the last couple of years, if you were to look back and then to look at the person that you are today, you're probably going to notice that there's just a lot more of a lightness to you. So sometimes that's a relationship that kind of mirrors back to us what we needed to see within ourselves. But it's also giving yourself permission to let the rest of the past go and start new from where you are at. So I hope that helps you. Gotta love the fairies.
Do you have anything to add to that, Michelle?
I do. So I'm kind of getting a yucky part of this. I feel like I pulled up 3 cards and it's, bright heart light, hostilities, and sensuality. So what I'm getting is that there was a falling out with somebody, and that's where the conflict and unrest comes in. And your guys are basically telling you that it's time to open up that heart and that connection, using your feminine wisdom that you do have within you and your passion. So I feel like this was over something very silly, and that you really need to open up and take a look at it from a different view. I'm hearing look at it from a bird's eye view. So removing yourself kind of out of the situation and looking at it as if you were somebody coming into two people in this conflict, because there's something within the story of this that will actually tell you how it actually all went down. So we always have your truth, their truth, and the actual truth. So you're being guided that there's a little bit more truth into this, and you need to look at it in a different perspective. Yeah.
Okay. And I want to tell you that there was somebody that you kept wishing was at your special day or at your special event. And you're like, I just wish they were there, or wish they could be there. And I just got like a little teardrop in my eye. And I just seen like an opal or pearl type of ring. I don't know what that represents, Jordan. But I just keep getting that this person, this loved one of yours, just keeps saying, I was there. Don't worry. I did not miss your day. I showed up. I came. I was there with you. And so that you had all the people that you did need. And I'm going to revert back a little bit to everything that Michelle's getting there. I'm like, you're really like, you're really moving on from like, don't really live in, or you're ready to no longer live in the fears of kind of doing life on your own, or having to kind of be, I just keep getting doing life on your own. And that, it's like, is that you're not really doing life alone. There is a massive emotional healing that's coming up for you, Jordan, that just says you're ready to really embrace, like you said, open the heart and let this love in, and let yourself really enjoy this journey, and not to live in, I mean, we always have our memories, but not to live in that sense of yearning and missing, but that you're ready to move forward. And so the card that I did pull out was the Eight of Cups, and it did come out in reverse, which tells me is that you haven't really, like, it, as much as you've been able to kind of enjoy the things that you've been accomplishing or doing, there's been that hold back because of that missing. There's been that missing piece. And that missing piece is now, it's that there's something in your heart that has been now filled, and that, fill your cup with the love and the joy and all the things that you have around you, because all the love is there. All the love is still there, and the love has not left. So I just like that sense of just wanting to like give you that big hug. And so you're receiving like a big spiritual hug, and just letting you know that they were there with you. So I hope that helps you. So thank you.
Beautiful.
You needed that. Perfect. Good. All right. Who are we going on to, Michelle?
I'm going to really ruin this last name. It's Claire Valiquette, who was asking for my page. So we're going to go with her if she's still here. Are you still here, Claire?
Claire. Do we still have Claire?
Claire.
Just like this little waiting.
There she's
there. Yes,
she is.
All right, Claire. Okay, Claire. So I pulled the Sun card from tarot deck, and I have it in reverse. So this is actually supposed to be a very, very positive card. But right now there's something that is going on within you that you have a lack of enthusiasm. There's expectations around something, and I hate to break it to you, but they're they're kind of unrealistic. Next, I pulled the card, the World, which is in reverse as well. And it's lack of success and stagnation, lack of achievement. So I feel like you put your heart and soul into one bucket, and it's like you should have took that heart and soul and kind of separated it between a few buckets, and that bucket didn't quite turn out like you had wanted it to. So now you're kind of like, you've lost interest. You're not excited about this adventure. But as we all have as human beings, we have free will. So you have the opportunity to actually take this and switch this, is what I'm hearing. So they're asking you to take this situation and your bucket and pull out a couple more buckets and figure out where it is that you need to put your energy into each. So sitting back and revisiting it and looking at it again in a different light, and seeing how you can shift and change it. Because I do believe that in the end, you can have the world with this and you can have success with this. And it's just, you got to push your ego aside right now. You're hurt. Your feelings are hurt. I kind of feel like maybe somebody else is in on this with you, and you kind of want to shift blame to them. But again, we all play a part in everything. So you have to come back, look at it, check out your part in this, and see where you can make it different. And I kind of hear that you don't need the other person. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense to you.
Lisa, did you want to add?
Yeah, so I'm going to jump right in as well. And Claire, I was shuffling cards when Michelle was talking, and I want to show you the imagery in this one. It says you've got the power. And, there's very much some inner child healing that's kind of taking place within this card. And there's an essence of really walking on a very small little tightrope, having a tendency to kind of always looking down and perhaps missing all the magic that is all around you. And a lot of times when we don't feel like we are supported, or we forget the skills that we do have, that tightrope that we tend to walk seems to be harder and harder and harder. And if we're always caught up in our minds and in our stories, we're not going to really allow ourselves to be empowered to know that we can rise up and out of the situation, that you have risen up and out of the situation. And I almost kind of feel like you have to have that talk within yourself to those pieces of you that feel like they have to do everything by itself. So really recognizing that you are supported. Sometimes we tend to push away the support when we really do need a lot more around ourselves. So I would kind of ask, why do you feel that you are the only one that can navigate the road ahead? And if you were to be very honest with yourself, are there others within your surrounding environment that you can call on for love, support, or even just to kind of let yourself speak through what it is that you're going through? Because sometimes when we talk about the issues, then we kind of find our way through the problem by hearing ourselves speak, feeling it through the heart. And it might be a lot lighter than you're actually kind of feeling it is right now. Because if the mind is just stuck on it, it can't get out to those higher kind of realms and those other possibilities that are in there. So it's just the encouragement to kind of keep your chin up. And there's this cute little hamster kind of stuck up in the corner there. And that's our tendency to get on that hamster wheel. And I just kind of feel like you're tired, you're exhausted, you're done with that. So it's lifting up that chin to see from the woman of today, how would you advise someone else? And if you were to really sit with that, can you hear that message for yourself and apply that towards your own action steps? That's what I got.
Okay, Claire. So I've got several things for you. I had to go to the bottom of the deck and validate, because I pulled from the top and I got these beautiful cards. And I'm like, okay, I have the Queen of Pentacles, and then I have the Nine of Pentacles. Very earthly. pregnant with a new idea. Life is transforming. Things are working out. Abundance. And then it's just like, I'm like, well, why does she not believe this? And then I went to the bottom card, and it was the battle. And here is the swords, right? And this desire. And so it is that sense of being really caught up in, because it is the, here's the 5 of swords. It's that sense of winning the battle, winning the war, like always in this kind of battle with yourself. I think you have a little bit of an imposter syndrome issue that I would really work on if I were you. And it's because when you do something great, you second guess yourself. So then I start to write like crazy. And I had somebody come through, Claire, who just says, oh, for fuck's sake, stop believing the bullshit. And it was just like that. And they said, now, if you see me look around, they were like right behind me. And they were like, what the fuck? Like, that's the way they spoke. I don't know if that was, if that's the way they were on Earth, but they were a no bullshit kind of person. And they told you exactly as it was. And it's just like, don't let people blow fucking smoke up your ass. Like, you know who you are. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need to be validated by anyone. And keep your dreams and your ideas to yourself. Don't think that you have to give it all out and give all of who you are away, Claire. You're getting like a kick in the ass. And they're just like, smarten up. And so then they told me that it's disappointment. It's just like you were always, when you do something really great and then you wait for someone to celebrate you or to be happy for you, and then you didn't get the response from people that you really wanted to get. They're saying you always felt this sense of disappointment because you'd be so excited, you share your joy, and then it was like this letdown because they weren't as excited for you. And they're like, stop looking for that validation. You don't need it. You've always been enough. You're more than enough, type of thing. And they said, and they just said that there's, that you have a place. You have a place. And it almost feels like you're still seeking for your place. And that could be a place in people's hearts or a place in life or wherever that is. But they're just telling me that, Claire, you know what? You have a place. You've always had a place. And just let yourself come home to you. Like, really come home to you. And so when we pulled the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, she's brilliant. And she's holding her dream. She's holding kind of everything. And she's pregnant. So there's this, you're not pregnant. It don't feel like you're really pregnant, but it's pregnant with ideas, dreams, and things that you really want. But it's like, don't let go of what it is that you want, but don't let anyone take away from you or tell you how it should be or what you should do. You have to follow your intuition and follow your heart on this, because if you listen to you and really listen to you, things are really going to begin to fall. Here's the Falcon. And it's like, if you're going in, if you just set your dreams free into the universe, it's going to come back to you, right? It's like there's a blockage there somehow, and it goes back to that wheel and just being kind of free. But it's stop being kind of like that battle, that war with yourself, that challenge that you have with yourself. You're more than enough, but you got a real kick-ass person here with you. Almost feels like a grandmother or like a very strong present woman who was like a strong authority figure in your life, or someone who really cared for you. And she don't even have to be a grandmother, but she's very strong. And so she's just like, listen, don't, and I just hear crackling. So I don't know if she smoked or what that crackling is that I'm hearing, but I'm hearing some sort of crackling, but it sounds like what comes from a fire. And so it's like, you're not alone in this. You've got it all. You can do this. And just don't be disappointed in yourself, because you have accomplished a lot. You've overcome a lot. You've done a lot. And stop doing to yourself what you hated being done to you. And really, truly be proud of yourself. Be freaking proud of yourself. That's what I got for you. All right. Shall I pick?
Yeah.
I hope Claire, I hope there was something in there that really resonates with you. Okay. Oh no. So Uh, is it Jeanne? Jeanne Huber? Is it Jeanne? I wonder if it was my ex, Mill. Ah,
Mother-in-law, yeah.
yep, 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 yep. Very freaking much.
Mm.
Yes, Claire, that's exactly, yes. I just got a hell yes to that. Yeah, I just got a hell yes to that. Yes. So you're getting your ass kicked a little bit. And if I had a lot of time, if I had a lot of time to spend going in there, that would be. But she very much loves you. You are so loved by her. Okay, Jeanne, I'm going to switch cards a little bit here, I think, for you, and I'm going to go back to my deck. So I'm going to go to the Everyday Goddesses for you. She was amazing. Well, she's watching you.
Aw.
Okay. Jeanne.
Hi, Carissa.
Oh, I got all kinds of cards popping out. I'm putting them back in. So, Jan, I just get this sense of delays being over for you. And I don't know if it's like everything in life that you've been waiting for feels like it's been on a pause, or that you've had to go through like a lot of kind of changes or transitions or endings around you. And I just pulled Emi. And that Emi is me spelt backwards and forwards. And so I get this sense of like coming home. So she really represents for me the death card in tarot. But it's a prettier version. But if you can see her coming into her spirit. And so there's, it's that place of when we're done being at war with ourselves, when we're done fighting the world and trying to make stuff happen and make everything be perfect, or trying to control the outcome of things, and we finally just let go and we kind of surrender to all of that. And it's just like that's where peace exists. And then when we finally get to that place, we look around, we look at, oh shit, like look at the collateral damage. Like look what me trying to make everything happen and trying to hold on to it, look what happens. And it's just like this is where there is this like pause that comes in and just says, are you ready to now to just allow yourself to be kind of carried through this? Let life, let the divine, let your guides, allow your angels to kind of support you. But it's that beginning of coming back home to something. It's the end and the beginning. There is so much that's happening, and what needs to be nurtured when we go through a lot of the things in our lives never gets the attention that it needs. So when there's trauma, when we have these breakdowns, when we go through shifts and changes in our lives, we never really, we get going, we get into action, we get moving, just got to get going again, just got to do something. And that's an avoidance. And you're just being told that, there's such beauty in the pause and just allowing yourself to be cared for, and nurturing your needs, nurturing those wounds, nurturing those parts of you right now that need to be nurtured, coming home to you and really truly living as your truest expression of yourself. It's what's being asked of you. And so I just want to validate this though, because the tarot kept pulling me back again. And so I just get that sense of being, yeah, see, I have the Five of Pentacles, needing that support, that spiritual guidance, that sense of what needs to be nurtured and who you need. You can't do it all on your own. And that it's let the light in, let the angels in, let the guides in, let everything in that can be of support for you, because it's just like, you can't keep doing all the things that you keep trying to do by yourself. You nurture everyone else's needs, but you're not nurturing you. And so it's time for your needs to be nurtured, and you're getting called up and out on this. And so it's time to kind of take a breath, slow down. It is that kind of the death story. It's the end of the way things were, or the end of situations, and you're coming into a beautiful new beginning somehow. So I feel and sense this beautiful new beginning. I don't know if you fully see the beautiful new beginning yet, but there is something sparkly kind of waiting on the other side, but you have to nurture and heal and do the things that you need. You need to sit in the pause and really allow yourself to get what you need out of life and from the guides and from the light and the love that's here for us. That's what I have for you.
Nice. Want me to go?
Sure.
Go for it. Yeah,
Always
go ahead.
So I have 8 of Wands, and it's like you're always trying to hurry up to the next, I want to say platform. Platform keeps coming out, but to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And that kind of goes with Corrie's what she just said. And then I also have King of Pentacles too. And she was talking about finding like that spiritual guidance kind of thing. And there is somebody with a masculine energy. I don't think this is going to be the man of your dreams kind of thing coming through. Like, this King of Pentacles is very grounded and very earthly. And they're going to show up too. And you may already have this person as a friend, is what I'm hearing. They're very successful, but they have a calmness to them. And it's almost like they bring you back to earth. And then the Magician. So whatever it is that you need to create within your life, you are more than enough capable of, oh, my animal's making weird noise, more than enough capable to create what you want and to bring in the magic into your own life instead of putting magic into everybody's life as well. And, just creating and visualizing what it is that you want and you need in your life for you. So taking moments and doing those, maybe journaling or, drawing pictures or whatever it is, just taking a few moments here and now, is that right? Here and now and again, to
Every now and again.
Thank you. To, just write down what it is that you want, not what you want for somebody else. Because if your cup isn't full, nobody else's cup is full. So take time for you. Don't speed up and hurry to the next event, the next thing, the next best thing, the next fad, that's what I'm kind of getting. It's always jumping to the next, to the next, to the next. So slow it down.
Yeah. So I'm going to add into that. Oh, sorry, Corrie, go ahead. You had something to say there.
No, it's just isn't my screen. Is it my internet that's all wonky?
Once in a while it flickers, but it seems to be okay on this end. So I think you're fine.
Okay.
But so I'm going to jump in, Jeanne, and it was interesting because when Corrie first started off the reading, and she made a comment at one point that she had a whole bunch of cards come out, so she put them back in. And in that exact moment, I had 3 cards fall out for you. And the very first one was the card that I just shared in the last reading. So it was all about that inner child healing and reminding yourself that you do have the power. So I kind of feel like it's another story where we're stuck up in our mind and we're not recognizing how much strength you really do have. The other 2 cards that came with that came in reverse. So one is kind of calling you out as a spiritual teacher, spiritual healer. And that is where we really kind of acknowledge that, we have gone through adversity before. We've gone through challenges before. We don't have to do all things by ourselves. And kind of really recognizing it asks you, who do you need to forgive? And a lot of times when we're doing things that we feel this sense of resentment out of it, we can entrap ourselves even deeper and deeper into our fear stories of letting go. We can get into the analysis of, if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. But is that really a true story? So I feel like you have some really great wisdom within you. And if I was to turn around this card, she really just wants to get out there and play. She wants to go have some fun, and not everything has to be so serious all the time. And Michelle mentioned that there was a male figure in there. And the other card that I got for you was the Sun card. And it does say at the bottom here, your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So I don't know if you have children or if you have somebody that is close to you on the other side, but this is your reassurance card that, the more you're taking care of yourself and the more you're trusting in this earthly journey, in the magic that is out there, in the benefits of play, not trying so hard to control and protect everything, but to know that you are protected, to do that healing within yourself. I think you're going to find that it's a little bit easier to kind of navigate your world and maybe kind of reconnect with some of those things that are really calling your attention at this time. So don't be afraid to embrace the magic. Don't be afraid to acknowledge, you know what, I am overwhelmed. I am feeling exhausted. This is not fair. And bring in your higher parent then to kind of ask, okay, well, then what do I want to do about that? So taking that responsibility to allow yourself some more space to have fun in your journey. So that's what the fairies have to say about that.
Thank you, ladies. I hope, Jan, that this message helped you in some way, it resonates with you. And Natalie, that's nice to hear that the reading was so good that you had the last time with us. And welcome to everyone who's joining in. It's so nice to see everyone here. Between the three of us, we are choosing and pulling cards for people so that we are doing readings tonight. And so if you would like a reading, just comment below. If we'll see, we're coming to as many people as we can get to. And so I think Michelle is choosing. It was who was choosing next? I can't remember who chose last one.
Is it?
I did.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Woo-hoo. I got cards coming out all over the place. Let me just take a look here. Stacy Jameson, are you still here? I'm just reading. A bit rough right now. If any clarity comes in for me, would be grateful. So Stacy, if you're still here, just pop in below.
Just commented.
Oh,
again.
you did too.
Yeah, she just commented.
Yes. Okay.
And
So
I was going to choose
interesting.
her next too. So good call.
Interesting. I had a card that literally come flying out of my deck for you, Stacey. And it was funny because it fell out in reverse. And then I watched as it turned itself around on my desk. So you have flower powered. It says spend time with flowers and flower essence to increase your personal healing power. So I want to show you that card just so you can kind of feel into it. And a lot of times, flowers have different fragrances. They have a vibration, they have a pureness to it, but it's also the reminder of everything starts from a seed. And if we don't nurture the seed, so the seed being yourself, if you're not properly nurturing it with love, with time, with allowing itself space to grow, and most importantly, having the patience in the journey, sometimes it feels like this is a lot of work, but you're worth it. You're worth putting in the time and the effort to continuously cultivate whatever it is that you're really putting into fruition right now. And I feel like you have all of these creative ideas, but there's this tendency to go, I don't know if that's going to be accepted. People might think that it is too weird, it is too crazy. Stacey, I talk to flowers. I talk to flowers every single day. It's not crazy. It's not weird. There's so much of this world that we feel through the vibrations. And when you allow yourself to let those energies talk to you, let them show you how they want to be created. Let yourself have fun with that. Be whimsical with that. Don't be afraid to show that side of you. I feel like when you dive even deeper into that, you're just going to kind of embrace this whole new world that's going to open up for yourself, where you're going to kind of step back and go, man, I wish I would have done that years ago. I wish I would have put myself out a little bit further in that area. So don't be afraid to stop and smell the roses. Don't be afraid to cultivate your dreams. Don't be afraid to just really surround yourself in the beauty, in the fragrance, and just to become aware of how much everything really does talk and communicate. So that is the message that the fairies have for you today.
Stacy she said that she works with flowers all day.
All day.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
All right. I pulled out Corrie's deck. So I have the performer and she is in reverse. What I'm getting from this card is this is you're retreating back normally, and you need to be out there. Your love for life needs to be seen by everybody. And then I also pulled Love in the Dark Shyama. So, I mean, what I'm getting from this card too is that you're hiding back and loving everybody from behind the scenes, kind of thing is what I'm getting. But it's making you lose fragments of you. So I got fragments of you too in reverse. So definitely quit hiding is what I'm hearing. You're hiding, and you need to quit hiding. And bottom of the deck is Stargazer. So definitely, speaking up and speaking those dreams. And I just keep seeing you keep wrapping yourself in a little bubble or a shell. And it's almost like you don't want to let something in, but you truly need to be seen and heard. There is a lot of wisdom that can come out of your mouth, is what I hear. So definitely by you hiding, you're losing fragments of yourself. You're losing you. So time to get back out there, time to show the world exactly who you are. And I just heard everything's going to be okay. Yeah, that's what I got for you.
You know the panda bear in, was it Kung Fu Fighting? I just got that movie. Like, I just got Kung Fu Fighting.
Panda.
Yeah. Yes.
Stacey, that's kind of, and it's like, and I'm like, it's like almost like you've had to kind of fight for your kind of your place, or to be able to be you or something. But there's this energetic part of you that you're being told to really truly like just let out. And so I did pull the Solitude card as well from Maps and Meaning, or the Enchanted Maps and Meaning. I mean, where get that? And so, but I pulled it out in reverse. So you are coming out, like you're done with the solitude part of it. You're done with that part of the journey. And so you're ready to really truly take that bigger step. And so you have a fear of new beginnings. You have a fear of new beginnings, and you're fearing the new beginning. I love Panda. Oh my God, I love Panda, and bring him up all the time. Okay, so you're being validated here, that you're being heard. And so it's like you have this beautiful energy, and I keep seeing some writing in that calligraphy writing or whatever it is. I see that kind of writing, and I don't know if you have something that you've written or something that was gifted to you from somebody, like with that writing on it. But I just keep seeing that writing, and it's almost like scrolling out in front of me. And so I don't know if this is your creative artistic side, or if it was something that was gifted to you by someone very special, and you hold that, or you have that. I almost feel like it's the presence of somebody that very much that loved you. There's a lot of old wisdom here, is what I'm picking up. And so there's a lot of old wisdom, and that there's these new beginnings that are like ready for you. But I just keep getting like this dancing, this joy, and just like really truly letting that side of you be seen. Almost like it's almost like that side of you was kind of shunned down, or said, don't be like that, or calm down, simmer down, like don't kind of draw that attention to yourself. But you need to draw that attention to yourself. That's who you are. And your artistic, creative side is so speaking to you. I pulled the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like which validates for me that kind of the new beginnings are holding back from the new beginnings. And it's like the new beginnings have to happen. Like the world is like, there's a door of opportunity opening up for you, and you have to walk through it. And to kind of unapologetically walk through it, it's like, thank you for all of these opportunities, but now I have to do this, and I have to step into this. And so you're being invited to really, truly step forward and into this light, and taking that deep dive into finding that versions of yourself that are here to shine. I just got so much humor around you. My God, the humor that's around you. And then I have this seriousness, but then I have this humor, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a combination of everything. And that version of you, so our inner child are growing up into the adult version of ourselves, can have great influence and great power. And so I do feel like it's a great power of yours, and it's kind of like an innocence. You're this little gem, and I keep seeing like this gem of you. And so you're meant to be, really truly nurtured in a precious way. You're not meant for the harshness of the world. You're meant for the gentleness of the world and for the fun of the world. And you're here to bring that fun, light, and love. Just amplify it and be that. No matter what else is happening in the world, we can't all go dark when the world is going dark. It's like, that's not going to help the world. Everybody sitting in the problem is never going to bring a solution. It's be in the light, no matter how dark it is, be the light. And so you're here to be that light now, Stacey. And that's what I have for you. All right.
Nice.
All right. I'm calling on Tracy Leggett. Are you still here?
Tracy Leggett. Hello,
Trace.
everyone. Hello. Welcome, everyone who's joining us.
Tracy. Did she leave us?
I'm glitching, so I'm just like...
Not seen her yet.
No, not seeing her. Okay. Who's next then?
Okay. While you're looking through, I'm just going to read Stacey's comment here. I hear all this truth in it all. I thank you for all this amazing validation and inspiration. She's there, Tracy's there, and inspiration for me to move forward and claim my truth. Yeah. Move forward. Yeah. Forward more. Yes. It's my first time reading. Yeah.
Tracy, I'm here.
I knew she was coming because I put her cards to the side, and I was just going to shuffle the rest until I found, or go through the people till I found something. Okay, Tracy. So I have the Hangman, and this is discontentment. So there's something in life that you're not content with anymore. You're really starting to lose interest in it. You're feeling like you're stagnant and you're stuck. And but you're being pushed to something. So the next card I have is Three of Pentacles, and this is you're being pushed to learn something new. You're going to be growing and hard work. So I really feel like there is a shift in career maybe coming, because right now you have the world and it's upside down and it's lack of success. But then when I went to the bottom of the deck, because I was kind of like, what could be in store for her? What's coming? And so now I have the Eight of Swords, which is basically like entrapped in the illusions and all that kind of stuff. But it's in reverse. So this is liberation. So whatever is coming out of this stagnation, you have to be in this stagnation right now. But whatever is coming, there is a lot more mental clarity. There's liberation, and there's something good coming forward for you. So definitely don't fall into the slump of the stagnation, because sometimes just before something big and good comes along, there's that moment of dull and boring and life really sucks right now because nothing excites me. Food doesn't excite me. Going and doing activities isn't exciting me. But just sit with it, sit in the still, and know that something better is coming. But you are going to have to take some time to learn in it. Learn it. Jesus, I cannot talk today. There's learning in it. You're gonna have to learn.
So Tracy, I got a couple cards here, and I'm pulling from the fairies. And the first card that I had come out for you actually came in the horizontal position. And to me, that really means it's really looking at the timeline. So something occurring in your timeline that is requiring your attention. And the one that you got, Tracy, is all about healing, healing, healing. There's a lot of purple in this card, a lot of intuition, a lot of third eye awareness. So I asked for some more clarity, and I actually got for you debt paid off, which we saw earlier in tonight's reading again, but this is in reverse. So I feel like there is something that is kind of a past pattern that is repeating itself again, and it creates a bit of a karmic relationship. So whatever has just kind of transpired, there's an opportunity for you to really look at that from the higher level, from the Tracy who is the healer, stepping into her power. And whatever is this sense of loss, try to look at it through the new eyes of what you have actually gained. So sometimes we go through major life transformations, or those around us go through major transformations. It feels like we have let go of parts of ourselves that we don't believe that we can do without. But that creates the narrative to the story to keep punishing ourselves over and over again, keeping ourselves in those patterns. If you were to look at that through the different lens and to see all the beauty and all the possibilities and all the new life that's coming from it, there could be another opportunity for you to really clear through that timeline, not just giving healing to yourself, but I feel like this is a pattern that goes way back into the ancestral line. So it's almost like I kind of want to like bring you back to the forefront where you really shine, where you thrive, bringing yourself into that playfulness and kind of recognizing, am I repeating some old patterns? And is it just surfacing for me once again so that I can finally let that go and I can really offer the clearing and the healing towards that? So maybe kind of looking at that to see if there's anything else. It says the old weight and habit of debt has lifted from you in your life. But because this is in reverse, I feel like you're piling new debt upon you. And this is in the form of karmic, shadow, mind talk, whatever that self-suppression is. But yet you have everything in your ability to just kind of bring that to the awareness and go, no, I'm not falling back into that. I see it for what it is. I'm calling it out in love and I'm letting that go. So that's where you really tap into that Reiki for yourself to really look at what has attached itself to you. Where do you need to do that healing and really embody the power that you do have inside you? Sending you much love, Tracy.
Okay, so I'm like, I don't want to read Tracy. I don't want to read you. But I will. I don't want to read you. There's something coming. So I started to scribble and it just starts scribbling like crazy. And there's an ending coming. And I don't know what that ending is yet, Tracy. But there's an ending coming. There's an ending of something that's coming. And I just feel like the performance is like, and then I got performer, and it's like, and so it's the end of a chapter or the end of a scene or the end of something that is coming in. So the performer is bringing in the ending. But I also pulled the Hermit, which is major events. And this Hermit is bringing us into that, having to go into that cave, that inner journey, and having to really pull some inner strength. And so there's some real inner strength that's going to be required, and pulling some inner strength forward. And with it came the Queen of Swords, and she became that light in the dark. So wielding that sword, wielding that light, and just using the light to really truly conquer any darkness or any and so any challenges that may have been coming forth. But it's coming from and so that real connection into your third eye, your ability to be able to see what's ahead or see what's coming, or there's something like that. But there's just this journey, and I just feel like it's a journey that you're taking. I can't even pick out the rest that I wrote. I really can't. And it's just like wielding the sword, finding your inner strength, and I don't know what else I wrote. I don't even know what it was, but I did pull from, and I had this humor, right? So when I pulled the first cards, I had this like humor, and I just feel like it's like when all the mask comes off, it's like humor. You don't need humor to kind of hide that truth. It's like it's revealing another side of you. Like it's really it's opening up something within, and there's something opening that's going to really open you up. You being like opened up, and your heart opening more. And so I did pull from the want to know a secret to a life of more than existing. So every time I'm in deep chant, like deep messages coming lately, I get the hiccups. Don't know what this is. Why, but it's been happening. It's in all my recordings. You can hear me in YouTube going, I don't know why I got the hiccups, but I got them again. So the card I pulled was card 52, and the card says, what I have come to value most in any relationship is not the person who soothes my fears and insecurities to assure me that I am enough. It boils down to trust. The question is, who can I truly trust? The first person on that list should be you. So I'm going to read that again. What I have come to value the most in any relationship is not the person who soothes my fears and insecurities to assure me that I'm enough. It all boils down to truth. The question is, who can I truly trust? The first person on that list should be you. And so we'll never know. We never get that kind of insight to tell us the things that are ahead. But I just know there's just a journey ahead. And you can wield your light to really truly go through that journey or whatever that may be. But it does bring about change. And I do see there is change once again. And do not at this time rush out and buy a new vehicle. Do not. You're getting like a heads up. Do not do it. Do not do it right now. It's not the time. And you're getting this. Do not. If that thought's been in your head, do not do it.
Listen to her, because she told me that one time and I did buy it. It didn't work out. Or something didn't work out. I don't know. Maybe
No,
it got stolen.
It got stolen.
Yeah.
I told her not to buy the Jeep. I said, don't go buy the Jeep. Don't go buy it now. Don't go buy it now. And then her whole life changed. And then her whole life changed shortly after not long after she bought the Jeep. And then the Jeep got stolen. So listen to what the guides tell you.
Yep. Do it. Don't buy it. And funny, I just heard 10 months. Something about, but that was how long it took for mine to get stolen. But maybe you have to wait 10 months.
Yeah, give it. I feel like you have to ride out a little bit of time here. Yeah. All right. So
she heard that too, and she hasn't. Good job, Tracy.
Okay. I know a lot of people are asking, and we're really going on like who we're being called to choose. So there's always names that are drawing us in. And so I am being drawn to a name a little higher up here. Where was it? Alicia, I think the name was. I believe your name was Alicia. I did not see your last name, and I'm having a hard time seeing it now. I can't find you in here. But there was a lady named Alicia.
Alicia Spivey.
Alicia Spivey. Are you still here? And stay with us. We got time to read more readings yet. I'm just trying to get back down to the bottom. Wow. Yep. So, my dear will be paid off in July, and I have been listening, right? And no, I can't buy my pink Bronco yet. No, you can't.
No.
Yet is the keyword.
Yet is the key. It's not that we can't have it. Yeah. It's the timing. And it could be crappy batches that are coming out that you just got to wait for the next batch or something. Who knows? Alicia, I don't know if you're still here. You have to comment for us to be able to pull the cards. Oh, Alicia, I'm not seeing you. Am I glitching? Oh, her debt will be paid off in July. Yes.
Me, or maybe I went
out. One of the two? One of the three. We don't know which one of us went out. Okay, I don't see Alicia right now, so I guess I have to move on. If you come back in, Alicia, I will still read you after, but Okay, now you guys just threw me. I got thrown off.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay. I got two names. I'm gonna hope the other one gets kind of chosen by one of you guys. I have to go with if Alicia's not here. I have to go with Natalie. I have to go with Natalie. Stay with us, guys. We're pulling more. We're just coming through, but Natalie, I really want to, and Natalie, I really want to read you too, but I feel like if Alicia, I just have this pull towards her, and I don't know why, but there's a pull. So I hope she comes back in. Oh my God, Natalie says, okay, Natalie, let's see.
She's ready
for you.
Aloha.
Aloha. Welcome. I love when I get to now drift into Hawaii. So I'm drifting into Hawaii. So we're drifting into Hawaii here.
Best energy in Hawaii. You love it there.
Oh my God, it's so magical.
It is
so magical.
I've never been so relaxed in my life.
My daughter, like Maggie, cried at the airport, her and Sam, when we're leaving Hawaii, like sitting down, big tears coming from their eyes, like just bawling. Yeah, I could really shut out the world there. All right, I got Beautiful Transformation from my deck of the Everyday Goddess Oracles, which you can purchase on my website. And so I just was at the mail today sending out a deck of each of my cards to someone in another province. So, and so Beautiful Transformation, Amara, is the card that I pulled. And so what I'm picking up for you, Natalie, okay, you need to run Kevin. So Kevin was my other person. Shoot. Okay, Kevin. We'll have to catch you next time, Kevin. Okay, so Beautiful Transformation, Amara. This is an emotional transformation, is what I'm picking up. So I'm really picking up an emotional transformation for you. And that emotional transformation is some kind of like really, like, when we can really just always be not in the victim, but really that sense of always feeling really bad for people, or always saying, I'm sorry, living very apologetic through your emotions. Like, oh, I just feel so bad. Every time you choose to do something for yourself, oh, I feel bad. Or, oh, every time I go to do this, there's like a shame story, that's this attachment that comes with you doing something that's for you, or you like really being happy or letting yourself be happy. It sounds like you feel guilty for being happy. Everything you want to celebrate, you almost feel guilty for. And it's just like, it is really time to look at that, those, why you allow yourself to be that way. Why, it's like, who robbed you of those opportunities to feel, who used to guilt you, who always made you feel guilty, and why are you making yourself feel guilty? And it's just like, you have to just accept this, that you're allowed to have this joy and this happiness in your life. Chelsea, daughter chiming in here 100%. You have to, like, it's okay to give yourself permission to be happy. It's okay for you to be happy. It's okay for you to do the things that makes you happy in life. And so you're kind of being told to level up emotionally here. I told you, time for you to really emotionally level up and give yourself permission. And this is like a massive transformation for you. For some people, this is easy. This is one of the hardest things you will ever do, because it's not natural for you. It don't feel natural for you, but it's a natural birthright. It's a natural birthright. We just get kind of, groomed out of it programmed out of it. And it's like, no, this is a return to your joy, a return to your happiness. You don't have forever to make yourself happy. You don't have, it's like time is not a luxury. Time is not something that is endless. We only have a specific amount of time here. And if not now, when? And that's exact. And I feel like it's like they're putting it right in your face. Like, if not now, Natalie, when? When are you going to choose you? When are you going to choose to make yourself happy? When are you going to give yourself permission to be happy and slow down and stop feeling like you got to be working your hands to the bone? I just feel like it's like you overgive, you overextend yourself, and you overwork. And that it is time. This is like, now is the time. And really stepping it up and stepping into your life is exactly what you need right now. And I'm like, if I was close, I was like giving you that little push on the back, like, come on, come on. And so Archangel Gabriel is with you, and Archangel Gabriel is just giving you that push from behind, just saying, pushing you into the light and pushing you into your own life, and just saying, okay, here you go. And so it's just like, you're getting this, right? Yes, I watched my mom. Yeah, exactly. And so, it's really truly recognizing that that's not our natural state of being. That's not what you were put here to be. And you can be loving, you can be kind, you can nurture people, but you're no good you're no good to anyone if you don't truly revitalize everything that's inside of you. So it is time. It is now. It is now is the time. It's now or never, right? You don't have forever. So get on it. That's what I got for you.
So, Natalie, I was shuffling through the cards for quite a while and nothing was coming out. So I took a moment to kind of pause and ask. And what I wrote down was the inability to make a choice. So I went above and I said, okay, well, connect me then to what is of Natalie's highest good. Let's help her make that choice. And I had a couple cards fall out for you. And the very first one that came out was all about a business venture. And then right beside it, I got the card, do some research. And I got another one that speaks about dietary change. Now, I want to go back to the business venture one because it came to you in reverse. And you're going to see all these beautiful purples in there. The purple is very much linked to our third eye wisdom. When I really looked at the cards for you, dietary change is really talking about the energy that we digest. So it's more than just what we drink, what we eat, it's also what we listen to. And our thoughts are some of the biggest things that we digest into the heart of us. And I feel like you are somebody who is always on the quest, always trying to do some research, always trying to be enough, always trying to study, always trying to accumulate all of this knowledge. Well, knowledge comes from textbooks come from somebody else's opinion. They really want you to step into what you just know. You know it beyond proof, you know it beyond know it because it's a part of who you are. And you're getting ideas, you're getting inspiration, you're probably seeing things that aren't out in creation yet. What if you are to bring them forward? What if you are to trust in yourself enough so that you can turn that back into a reality and give birth to what is really wanting to come to the forefront? And it really does start by paying attention to your thoughts, the inspiring thought, the thought that comes in and says, oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, I didn't really see that. And start coming back to the magic. Well, what if it's not stupid? What if it is something that is going to be needed? What if it's something that you really need for yourself right now? What if there is something within inside that person who you are, who you came into the world of, that's not found in a textbook? There's just a deeper knowing into that. So in this card here, there's a lot more abundant, there's a lot more opportunity, and there's a lot of resources there in order to trust yourself that everything is going to line up for what is of the highest good. It's not about trying to figure it all out. It's about really stepping into the magic of the more that you relax yourself, the more you trust yourself, the more you give yourself permission to make your own decisions, then you're going to be really riding on that path that is for your highest good. But it does go back to the self-worth, self-esteem. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. And just like giving birth to a child, it's important to really hold those creations and not let everybody else see it until you are ready to reveal it to the world. It's okay for it to be your baby, what you nurture, what you fill up on, and really just using it to empower yourself so that you can get strong again and you can remember those things that are just so naturally innate to you. But for whatever reason, the mind has kind of shut them down and says, well, that's not allowed. I need to prove it. I need information. No one's going to believe me. Well, we believe you. We absolutely believe you. So if you need a cheering squad, you came to the right place tonight. That's what I got for you.
I pulled the card Heart and Home, Many Masks in Reverse, and Overflow in Reverse. So Heart and Home is about compassion. And so this is compassion about yourself. And I have somebody talking in my ear, and they're very slow talking. And they use their hands, and their hands move very slow. And so they're wanting you to know that it's time to have that compassion with yourself. And so this many masks is the authentic self, and you're showing people, you're showing the world not you. So it's you're putting on a face for everybody else, like, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm just fine, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And so you're overflowing, being overwhelmed is actually in reverse. So, but what I'm getting from this card is that not that you need to be overwhelmed, you're underwhelmed right now because you're just kind of like, I'm fine, I'm good. But it's just, you've got things so squashed down that you think you are, and you think you're, like all this time is mellow and everything is good. But I feel like it's that once that compassion starts to come in for yourself, there's going to be the breaking point of, no, I'm not okay. These things really do bug me, and these things really do need to change. And, my life is just as important as everybody else's. So maybe just, and the lady that's with me who talks real slow, she's telling you to, and as we know, Hawaii is beautiful. Go sit with the earth. Get out of the fast pace. Not that Hawaii's fast paced. I find it very relaxing, but wherever you are and whatever is surrounding you, there's a lot of noise and busyness. And it might not necessarily be traffic or those kinds of things, but it might be people or things. There's a lot of noise around you, and you have to run away and escape and be one with the earth, is what she is saying. So just to sit back, and you used to do this, but you don't do this anymore. So time to go be with the earth. Do a little grounding. Feel the earth on your feet, your bare skin. Yeah.
There you go, Natalie. That's what we have for you. And she has been validating, and she loved the color purple throughout. And so there's been comments between her and Chelsea coming up there the whole way through. So there's lots of validation there, ladies, to go back on. And Danielle, I just want to acknowledge something. You said it sounds like Sid in the background. What I was turning around and looking at or listening to was surrounding my house, like up in because I'm in the valley, but all over up on the ledge is nothing but coyotes right now, and they're howling, and they do it every single night. Throughout the night I wake up, and there's cows, and then the sheep are now down in the valley, and we have these two Great Pyrenees that are down there watching them, and not mine, but they're down there. And so the coyotes are just like rumble, like just so loud at this very moment. It's crazy. I just was like, how can I just, I'm going to have to put it, like, just record some night and put it on my page so you can all hear it. It starts on one side, it goes all the way around, then it comes all around the back, and it's like it's circling around the house. It's so crazy. I'm like, so we don't have Sid now. We have, we have Sid. I swear Sid is in the house. You will hear Sid in the house. I hear yeah, really, Danielle. And it's like, it's so crazy. But we do have two new kittens. We do have two new kittens. So we have Luna and we have Maisie, Mazy. And so we have these two new little kittens thanks to Danielle Geddes and her mom, Shelley, and her sister, Corinne, who dropped them off, who delivered them for me. But they're hard to see. But if you look in the very top of the cat house over there, there's one little itty bitty body over there. And the other one is, I don't know where at the moment. It looks like she's in the curtain sleeping, but I have two. There is more in the house. So yeah.
This one has been snoring in the background too.
I've been hearing them.
Yeah. Yes. And there's Michelle's dog.
I'm farting. Lots of gas.
Yeah, and she can snore.
Aww.
And she's got quite the attitude. That's Daisy. All right, who's choosing next? What are we choosing? Who's on the choosing?
Back to myself, Michelle. It is mine.
I think it's back to you.
So I wrote down earlier, Chelsea. So Chelsea, we just read for your mom, and now we're going to step into your energy. You wrote her name down as well?
She was my next one.
Oh, there we go. See, you were meant to come into the readings here. So Chelsea, I've already pulled your cards for you. And the very first one that I got for you is everything is okay. So just know that whatever you guys are going through right now, everything is okay. And it's okay because when you step into that place of love and you trust in your intuition, you trust in that guidance, you maintain very strong foundation and just knowing that you're going to go through whatever storm there is. You're going to go through whatever appears to be darker, but there's always a light in there. So just like if you're walking through a tunnel, there is another side. So when you really see yourself at that other side and you kind of give yourself permission to I just kind of want to give you a bit of a shoulder rub and massage here. Just take the weight off your shoulders. Remind yourself that you've gone through harder things before. Remind yourself that the faith is there, that love is there. There's so much beauty there. And the other card that I got for you is vegetarian. And I kind of chuckled when this came out because I think you made a comment about your mom there and about just, diets and eating and all that good stuff. And when this one came out for you, I kind of got that essence of whether you guys are growing a garden or you're connecting to the earth or you're just really kind of understanding the importance of what you're putting into your body. And maybe even kind of, I want to say, cultivating your own seeds. So I don't know if you're kind of cross-pollinating some of your own things, or if you have a little bit of an orchard going on, or just something around you that is maybe new, or maybe it's more organic, or you're really looking into some more innovative ideas. But there's something very special about that, and really giving yourself permission to embrace that magic. So it does say a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So food related, yes, but as we also mentioned earlier, it's also the thoughts that you put into your body. So when you remind yourself through the thoughts that everything is okay, you embrace as much of that greenery, that healing energy that is coming from the earth, and reminding yourself one step at a time. Give yourself permission to kind of rest in the knowledge that everything's going to be okay. Everything is in that greater power, the greater hands. You're allowed to just go and have some fun. You don't have to worry so much. So I hope that helps you, Chelsea. You told your husband you wanted to start growing your own fruits. Oh, interesting. Yeah. It feels like it's your own variety or something in the cross-pollination there. That's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
I pulled the 10 of Gabriel, and this is ask your angels for people to come into your life to help you out. Don't ask your mom, I'm hearing. Don't ask your mom. You guys are meant to support each other different ways, but you are to ask these people to help lighten your load. I have the star in reverse, and it is a dream come true. By lightening your load, this card will reverse. You have the choice to reverse this by getting some help and not putting it all onto you. Your dreams can come true that way. And leap of faith in reverse too. Believe in yourself. You're really not believing in yourself. I hear that you keep telling people that you are. Again, kind of like to your mom, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm this. But it's so easy to tell people and be like, oh yeah, I'm real confident in this area and this and this and this. But there's certain little areas that are lacking your confidence and the belief in yourself. And I'm hearing that as soon as you tell somebody that, yeah, I am confident in this or within myself in this area, your body clenches up and tightens, and it's telling you you're lying to them. You're lying to them. Stop lying to them. You don't have to have it all. You do not have to have it all. And that's where asking those people to come in to help you and will help you have it all, have those dreams and have everything come and switch these into what they should be like.
All right. So I feel like there's some big changes coming for you. And you were kind of like Tracy. I'm like, I don't want to read her. I don't want to be the one to say but there's some big changes. And I just feel like, and so it's like, but the big changes are like, really seize this moment, really seize this opportunity. It's something that makes you feel alive. So I pulled the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is about that movement. It is about moving into the direction. So there's like there is like this forward movement that's happening. Now, if I had had the traditional real tarot here, you would actually see the Knight of Wands would be in movement. He would actually be moving. He'd be running, and the feather in his hat would be back, and he'd be just like going into action. So it's like going into action, going into a movement, or like even sometimes into some sort of like battle that we got to go into, standing up for ourselves, whatever that may be. But I feel like there is like an enthusiasm to me, and it shows me with it came out the Page of Swords, which in the same thing, the Page of Swords in the traditional, the swords would be up and it would be pointing up, and he would be looking in another direction. And so it would be the ability to be able to be motivated to go in another direction. There would be an enthusiasm to him. But for some reason, this deck don't have that same look. Tarots are all created in different ways, but this is my kick-ass deck, I call them. It's the first deck I had. But it's just like, so why I'm seeing the vision in my third eye, I'm seeing the vision of the traditional, and then I'm seeing these cards, is that I'm seeing not everything is going to look as you think it should. Not everything is going to be as you think. I don't even know where I'm looking. I'm not even looking. I'm like looking over at my wall for something, looking over in the corner at something, and there's something ahead of me. So there's something that's just saying, it's like, there's something coming up that things are not going to look as you think they should, but it's going to lead you into an opportunity. This kind of energy that I get, it's like there's an impulsiveness to it. Could also be an impatience to it, and like, don't be impatient, don't be impulsive, don't speak before you think. Like, really get your words together and articulate what you mean and what it is that you have to stand up for, or what it is that you need to say. I feel like it's like really taking a stand for yourself and taking that stand to really be yourself. But it's just like, oh, things should be this way, but it don't look like this. And it's like this pivotal change that is coming up. But be ambitious. Really be ambitious. Be ambitious with your dreams. Be ambitious with your choices. It's okay to charge forward. You just don't want to. You want to really assess things. No, don't be too safe. Don't be too kind of locked in. But there is some big changes and some big opportunities that are coming up for you. And, lean on each other, support each other, like you said. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what this is yet. But speak direct, be honest. I feel like you may kind of you might kind of have that person. It might be in work, it might be somewhere in life that kind of says one thing and does another thing, and you have to really pay attention. Okay, they're saying one thing, but they're doing something else. It's a bit of a trickster energy here. So there's a little bit of a trickster energy here as well. It could be a little bit of self-deception. It could be a little bit of like somewhere else coming in. Just keep looking all around. Don't just look straight ahead. You have to see all things that is happening around. But you're going to need your little rebel to come up here. I believe after I had the twins, I get lost in my vision. Okay. Yeah. And so this and that, right? And so it's really truly, don't lose sight of what you value the most and what's most important to you, and pay attention to it, because there is big changes and there's big opportunities. And I don't feel like you should let anyone kind of talk you out of what you know to be right. Use your voice, speak up for yourself, communicate what you want, what you need, what what you need, where you need to be supported. Communicate it all. But it's coming. It's something is in motion in your life, and it's on its way in. And it's not saying it's a bad thing. It's just saying it's a change. And if we don't like change, then it's like it can be scary. It can be intimidating. But it's coming, and it's not always a bad thing. Could be something really good here on its way. I feel like it could be really something good. But yeah, don't get caught up in overthinking your own thoughts, though. That's what I got for you. All right. There we go.
I'm picking Candace Lilius. Lilius? Are you still here? Did Keith stole mine? Candace, are you here? No, Candace?
I can't see anyone at the moment.
Like nobody at all? No comments at all?
No.
No Candace yet. Yeah. And for anybody that came in new or came in a little bit later, absolutely feel free to add your name into the comments if you'd like a reading.
Okay.
And when I can see, I am scrolling all the way back up to the top as well. But if you asked earlier, feel free to ask again. You're not bugging. You can ask, it's like, but you don't need to, it's like, don't worry. If you're meant to be called, you're going to be called up. So,
okay, I'm going to go with oops, what's that?
No,
Danielle Jean Perrier.
Danielle.
Sorry.
No, she's not Perrier. Oh, we got two Danielles here. Look at that.
There's a couple Danielles.
We had 3 Danielles.
Jeez, she's not here either?
She is here. She was here.
Yeah, she's there. Yeah, she just responded.
There.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, okay. I feel her. She's still there.
Yeah, Perrier.
All right, Danielle. All right. So I have pulled out the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is the first deck that Corrie ever got me to buy. When I started doing all of this stuff, I was like, okay, what kind of deck do I need? So this is my very first deck. I love this deck. I have New Life, but it is in reverse. There is something that you want so very badly. You want something so very badly. And there's treasure in it. But I feel like because I have Treasure Island as well. And I feel like with these in reverse, it's like you're blocking your own self. So the thing that you want so very bad, I'm hearing you need to let it go. Let it go. When something you love, you let it go, it comes back to you, or kind of is what I'm hearing. But you have to let it go. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck and I have breathe. So you just it's your manifestations are in the works. They're just not coming fast enough for you. You have to sit back and breathe and take a little bit of a moment and pause and release it and just allow it to to grow. That's what's happening. Is it is coming, but it needs that time to grow. So quit trying to rush it. Quit trying to do little things to progress it further. You need to really pull back and just sit and breathe and relax and allow it everything to be, because I'm hearing like you see so many synchronicities as to what it is you want is coming. So it gets you really excited, but stay excited, but just allow those synchronicities to still come in, take note of them, and just kind of carry on. My partner of 17 years just passed away. I have a hard time letting go. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So yeah, so time to just breathe, time to just relax and allow that healing to come in for that as well. But I feel like, yes, something is coming your way and it is good. All right, Lisa.
Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of the same kind of messages that are coming through, Danielle, and pulling from the fairies deck. The very first one that I got for you was ask for what you want. And you'll see the vision there of the dandelion. It's the magical ones where you just kind of blow it and then all the seeds kind of go out into creation. Then comes over, your wish is granted, right? So when you're taking those seeds, when you're blowing them forward with the clear intention of what it is that you are really wanting to start cultivate, they're telling you that it is perfect timing. So it's like you have all these things that are kind of at your disposal. There is the importance of getting the clarity first and foremost of what is it that you truly do want, and not coming from a place of fear. But if you were to go back to the place of innocence, to the heart, to really kind of stepping into what does Danielle want? What does Danielle need? And it doesn't have to be anything that is big. A lot of times when we think we're manifesting something, we think it has to be this grand creation. But it could be just simple steps forward to help you rebuild a new sense of self or to regain a foundation. And you made a comment there that your partner of 17 years just passed, and there's a hard time of letting go. There's a lot of ways to hold on in an aspect that is beautiful. So not anchoring that person to the pain story, but why not sending out the prayers, the asking for what you want in ways to honor the individual. That spirit, that essence is still very much around you, loving you, supporting you, guiding you. It feels to be different, but in that difference comes a lot of opportunities for new ways. So it's really kind of embracing what is your heart need right now. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Allow those seeds of creation to go out there. Watch as things start coming back your way, as those things are being honored. That is part of the healing journey, part of the processing for yourself, and just knowing it's perfect timing. It's perfect timing for you to say whatever it is that you need to say and to allow that to come and support you. My throat chakra just about closed off with that last one. So I feel like there is something that you're really needing to express as your wish. And whether that's a way to honor somebody, a way to honor yourself, whatever it is sitting right there in that heart of you. It's time for you to speak it. That's really coming up strong for you. Okay, over to you, Corrie.
I just wrote down a message for you, and the message was, I didn't want you to stop living your life. I didn't want you to stop living your life. And it just feels like your sadness is almost like an unbreakable bond. There was a sadness in your relationship, and that you and this partner had a sadness that was like a bond that you guys had somehow. It wasn't a complete happiness when you were together. And it just feels like it was your own, you both had your own hurts, you both had your own and all that he's ever wanted for you was for you to be happy. And he so is asking of you to be happy. And I just keep getting here, like I just feel like I'm being like cut off, like this, and I'm getting like cut off. Almost feels like I'm burning right here. I'm burning. There's a burning right here. Um, and I'm just like, I just can't stop the burn. Like I'm trying to wipe the burning away that's happening there. And so he said, right. And so he says, you have to remember the truth that was there. And he says, if you can do anything for him to really honor him in this lifetime, be happy. And he keeps like moving forward, like truly find your happiness, because it's something that you're somehow still always seeking. And then of course his loss, like the loss of him, really he says it derailed you somehow. It derailed your path. It derailed your happiness for a period of time. And he really wants you to um and so he really wants you to really get back on track, and really get back into finding your happiness again, and do what makes you happy. I pulled a card also from my Want to Know a Secret, my daily devotion cards, which is Want to Know a Secret to a Life of More Than Existing. And the card that I pulled for you is one, they're all written, of course, they're all just writings. And it is card number 9. Have you ever found yourself requesting things from others that you don't provide for yourself? Read that again. Why do you get to be left off the hook that easy? So I'm going to read this to you again. Have you ever found yourself requesting things from others that you don't provide for yourself? Read that again. Why do you get to be let off the hook that easy? It is time to start providing the things to yourself that you kind of ask of others, right? And so this is where you really got to kind of start stepping up the game, getting back. Don't let yourself be derailed from your happiness. It's like your happiness is all going to be coming from something that is within you. Remember, the empty space in your heart has the piece of his heart. Mm-hmm. You hold a piece of his light, a piece of who he was. He touched your life, mm-hmm. and he's left you with that, and that is still there, and that has not gone. And he says you two get along better with him in spirit world than you did with him here. And he said to tell you that, and he said you would chuckle a little bit at that. He said you two get along better with him in spirit world than with him here, and he chuckles at it. He has a bit of a sense of humor around it. So he wants you to really honor that. And that's what I have for you. And yes, Daniel, getting that little Phoebe. I had Phoebe left outside on the deck. LOL. I know, right? Yeah. So that's what we have for you. Okay. Am I choosing?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I have somebody on YouTube. Somebody who's watching on YouTube. So, and this was Kristen. Oh, I wrote your name down somewhere. Kristen, is it Heights? Kristen Heights? Oh, what was that? Am I back? Did I lose?
No, you're still here.
Did you guys lose me for a second? Okay. You're welcome. Kristen Heights. I think it was. Because I keep losing the comments, so I have to write down. And Kristen was on YouTube, so I'm just trying to see if you're still here. Yes, you're still there. Okay. So one thing is you can't see the comments on Facebook that are coming from YouTube, and YouTube can't see the comments that are on Facebook. So whichever one you're on, we can see you, whichever one you're on, but we can't see but people that in the comment section can't see the comments. So Kristen, or you, I just keep picking up. I was just so drawn to your name, And I just kept getting this sense of almost like, um, mm, it's gone again now. Entrapment. Almost like it's feeling like you're stuck somehow. Almost like feeling like you have no choice or I have to keep doing things this way. But you either just walked away or you're walking away from like a situation or things in life that just don't suit you no more. And it's just like, um, whatever choices you're making are going to be like life-changing choices, and they're the right choices make. I got a stalemate energy here. I'm like, oh, I just feel like somebody is trying to shut me up. Like I got somebody trying to shut me up. Like, don't say that, don't you speak, don't you say nothing. I'm like, it's like an interruption. Like somebody's just trying to do this to me. And I just feel like somebody's trying to muzzle me. And I don't know where and how in life, like you've been like muzzled or like somebody just like shutting you down every time you go to speak, you're being shut down or not feeling like it was safe for you to speak or communicate. Um, I'm working on walking away from a job that doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, and I just feel like it's like it's like it's not the place for you. And it's like, it is time for you to be able to go. And I know you may be worried about like financial situations, and you have to trust your own free will and know and trust your intuition when it's time for you to make these changes. But this feels like something that is kind of reoccurring for you in your life of wherever you are in life, there's been this pattern of almost like your voice being taken away or not being allowed to have your voice or not being allowed to fully be you and to be embody that. And you're just being, it's like, it's time to really, the choice to make the move in your life is a choice that kind of ends a cycle, ends a pattern in your life. And this pattern's coming to an end, and that you're maybe worried about the money. Don't, and it's like, so I have the 8 of Cups. And so it's like emotionally not serving you. You have exhausted all avenues of your emotions. You're exhausted. It's time to move forward. And then I got, you're very worried about the finances or the financial end. And yes, it may kind of disrupt a little bit for a very short period of time, but you're going to be more than okay. Because the stand that you take to choose to do something that is right for you is going to lead you down a path of where there is like more abundance or like a higher paying job or a situation of where you are appreciated and valued. And if you're not appreciated and valued, it's not your place. You don't need to be there. It's not for you to be there. And it's like, no. So wherever you're going, it's going to be the shift that takes you into being appreciated and valued, which also then brings in like the abundance of like a higher paying job or a higher paying position. But no more being like shut down, not being able to have your voice. You're not being valued and appreciated for what you bring to the table, and you have to be that everywhere. And I can't get over what I'm feeling in my throat. I do feel like I have a spirit here for you. Like there's someone in spirit world also that is just like, I don't know where this comes in, Kristen, but it's not in the cards itself. It's something in spirit that I'm getting. And I feel a heaviness to it. I feel like they lived a heavy life, or there was something really heavy in their lives. Like they never got to either express themselves. I don't know. It's, and when I'm saying I don't know, I'm asking spirit to give me more details. And so there's something that's telling me that they had a lot of heaviness and a lot of struggles in their lives, and they don't want you to have to struggle, or they're really truly, and I don't know if they were just maybe not, you didn't get to see the best of them while they were on earth, that you didn't get to see them be happy or shining because there was always kind of a heaviness that followed them around. But they're just really saying, you go be happy, you do what you need to do. And it's just like, I can't even put it in words. I don't have words. I have a feeling. Everything is like being held back, and there's just a heaviness to them. There's a heaviness that happened in their lives. I don't know if they left this earth in a really like painful kind of way, or if their life was just kind of filled with a lot of chaos and not a good situation. Something of that, but somehow, Kristen, they are linked to you. They're connected to you in one way or the other. And I don't know where that comes in. Could be my dad. We didn't know and he passed away 7 years ago, 3 months after my daughter was born. Okay. Very much. Okay. Because I'm like, yeah, there's just like, there's this, like, it's so heavy. My body feels heavy. I'm feeling like I'm shutting down, like all of this that's happening. And of course, I'm not in a full session with you to be able to go deeper into it, but I don't know. And I feel like he was a bit of a private man or something. Like there's a lot of kind of not really saying what he needs to say, or didn't speak up or something. But yeah, so it very much could be him, but he's very much with you. And he's just saying, don't let anything hold you back or hold you down. You need to be valued. Like, go where you're valued. He's just telling you, go where you're valued. And that's what I have for you. Oh, they have it too. Okay. He suffered for 6 years of his life and was early 60s. Oh, this makes so much sense to me, Kristen, because I'm like, just like my body's on almost like so heavy. It was hard for me to put it in the language because it was just such a awful feeling that I was feeling trapped in my body. So that makes so much sense to me. Thank you. Thank you for validating that. I'm just so trapped in my body and I feel things very physically. So, yeah. Live your life, and don't let stress bring you down. Don't stay anywhere where you're stressed. Get moving.
Michelle, do you want to go first? Did you want to add on to that?
I was like, I got so hot. And I mean, that happens these days, but it was like internal combustion. It was like, if you don't let yourself out, you're just going to combust. I was dying. Like, I had to get my hair off my neck. I was fanning with a card. So the cards I got for you are signs and reminders, power of intention. They are in reverse. So the signs are there. You are ignoring them. And it's like, I don't know if you've seen that meme where it's like asking the universe for a signier sign. So you want a better sign than the signs that they're actually giving you. And so you're missing them is what I'm hearing. You're totally missing them. You're not accepting them as they come. Your intentions are really good, but they're not quite there. But there's some cord cutting that needs to be done. And that could be your job or whatever it is too, or, maybe something is attached to. So definitely that's something you can do with a healer. All us ladies up here do it. You do that, right, Lisa? Yeah.
I do that, yes.
Yeah. So definitely cutting those cords and removing any attachments to. I'm hearing there's some conditioning within you that needs to be released as well. So some other thoughts that maybe somebody else has put onto you that you have taken to believe yourself. But girl, you need to, I'm hearing you need to get out of the cage because you're going to explode. And when you do get out of the cage, you're still going to explode, but it's going to be just so magical and so beautiful. And, I just keep seeing explosions. That's what I keep seeing, like fireworks. I'm seeing fireworks. And get out of there. Get out of that cage. Stop being caged by everybody else and everything, because you have so much to offer and to give yourself in this life.
There is some big healing for you, Kristen, in your life, in your family, in this family dynamics. I'm like, and he's not detaching from me. So I'm like, you have to leave me now, because I'm going to just like, I'm feeling like I'm just like crumbling down in my chair. Like, because his pain was so freaking painful in his body, his everything about what that man went through. And it's like, he don't want you to have to feel that pain. There is so much trauma. There's so much. And it's like, yeah, it's like, you're ready. you're ready to really truly move into this like deeper sense of healing and in your life, and healing even on more levels. There's so many levels of it. There's so many levels. And I feel like each and every one of us are giving you something to do with each level of that journey for you. Sorry,
Yeah.
Lisa.
No, that's totally good. So I'm going to add on a little bit more, and it's interesting because I'm adding on very direct, very much to the point, and it just feels like it doesn't need to be elaborated because you know this. You've already got it. The card I got for you was you've got the power. I pulled this one again tonight, right? So this is really talking about that inner child healing. But what I wrote down for you were two questions. The first one was, what if you were always enough? And the second was, what if you were never broken? So I really feel like this is healing the masculine side. So learning to take back your power. And it says at the bottom here, using your abilities to resolve this situation, you can do it. And then I wrote down for yourself, don't undermine yourself. So it's really about, you know what you need to do. You have the power to do what you need to do. So you're not that little child. You're not helpless. You do have all the skills. You never were broken. You don't have to try to fix yourself. It's really about looking at the illusions of what's been trying to mask over you, to break yourself free, to come out of that and say, that's not who I am. It's not who my truth is. And really step into claiming back those pieces that you're just here to break those chains, right? You're the one here that's going to kind of just shatter that glass and say, done with those stories. And you do have a lot of support with you. There's tons and tons of guides around you, angels around you, that you have this big cheering squad that I just keep hearing that's literally right at your shoulders. So you're never alone. They will step in to empower you where you need to be empowered, but it's about you trusting in the first thing that you're getting and not doubting it, not trying to convince yourself. It really is just that point blank, that easy, that simple. The solution just comes like this to you. It's a moment of clarity. So it's all about trusting that you do have the power to do what needs to be done. And that's what I got.
There you go, Kristen. Thank you. Thank you. He just wants so much for you.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I'm like, and so he's just hanging on to me because he's also hanging on to you. And so he's hanging on to you because he really wants you to be able to, I almost feel like what he couldn't give you in this lifetime, what he couldn't give you in life, he's trying to give you through spirit. He's trying to be there for you. So you are so welcome. Thank you. And hello, everyone who's joining in, who's been here with us the whole time. Who's next to choose? That was a big one.
I think it's mine. Yes. Yeah. So if Mary Ziegler's still here, if you can just let us know. Your name kind of jumped out.
Happy birthday, John. So John Ross says it's birthday today.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday. And I saw another birthday that popped up a little bit earlier as well. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So just looking for Mary Ziegler.
Yeah, I told him he has to go, Kristen, and go hang out with his family, go hang out with his loved ones. It's
okay. And Mary is here.
It's your dad. Mary is there, yes.
So Mary is here, yeah. So Mary, I'm just shuffling through the cards and I'm just taking a deep breath. I feel like I really want to ground. Like there's this sense of just feeling unstable right now, or just kind of needing to come back into the center. A lot of things are kind of busy in the energy around you. So we're just kind of sifting through to get some clarity. And your card just came out. Oh, interesting. So you did get a card in protection, and it does say walk away. Now, I'm going to go right back to the mind again because it feels like, whatever is kind of unsettling right now or kind of feeling like an inability to ground or get the clarity. The walk away is talking about walk away from your thoughts, walk away from trying to figure it all out, walk away from the worry, walk away from the doubt. And I kind of want to use the analogy of if you're worrying about somebody else, and how to help them, how to fix the situation. Imagine how much energy is being drained away from you. And when we're trying to will somebody else to have a change in their life, it's out of our power and out of our control. So it really is just kind of just draining that energy. And it's not being really put to anything that is fruitful in nature. Imagine instead if you were to allow yourself to trust that the universe has this under control, to let the other individual know that you hear them, you see them, you feel them, acknowledge what they're going through. And sometimes, we kind of use the language of, that sounds really difficult. What are you going to do about it? And just by putting that back into the other person's court, you're also giving them permission that they have it within inside themselves to come to a solution. So you're there for them, you're hearing them, you're listening for them, but it's not yours to solve. So you can be the loving cheerleader that is surrounding them with the hope and the encouragement, but also really taking good care of yourself, being mindful of your energy and coming out of that head center to really kind of move into the opportunity of, well, how many solutions do you see is available for the situation? And if you're being shown that there's so many solutions, isn't there a very good chance that this individual has a lot of possibilities to go in many different avenues? So you might be receiving that information as your own reassurance that there are multiple ways. So if there are multiple ways, is there still a need to be so worried? Or is it just about recognizing the other individuals going through a learning, they're having an experience, this is their way of kind of being tested to kind of grow up, to come out of a pattern. And if we interfere with that pattern, they don't learn the lesson. So then that pattern keeps coming back again and it has to be repeated over and over and over. So it's really about taking a step back, acknowledging, I'm going to stop worrying. I'm going to start surrounding this with love. I'm going to reassure myself, but I'm going to let them figure this out. And I'm going to keep encouraging them by saying, I hear you, I validate you. What do you think you're going to do next? What direction are you going to go into? Where do you think you can go to for assistance with that? But make it their decisions. It's easy to give advice, but it's theirs to kind of figure out. So you don't want to disempower that for them. So I hope that helps you.
I have the gosh, lots of healings going on, lots of reverse cards. I have do the work. It's in reverse. And for you too, I'm getting the feeling that there's some beliefs that need to change, and it comes down to you doing the work with yourself. Courage and bravery in reverse. So you need to do this work. But you know what? Doing the work on yourself, and pardon my language, it fucking sucks. It's hard. It's hard to look at yourself and, see maybe the stuff that the roles you played in things. But also in that, looking at yourself, there's also a lot of good things. There's usually more good things than the bad things. So don't be fearful of going to do the work on yourself. It's nothing but rewarding, and definitely, be courageous and brave, because I'm understanding that you really are courageous and brave. It just, again, it's coming down to looking at those things that, maybe once was something that held great value to you, right now is kind of sitting down here. Ooh, I got some feedback there. It's so it's actually sitting down here now. But that's what happens when we start to awaken and we start to realize that things are shifting and changing in our world, and it's those things start to fall away. The people fall away. What you believed in before starts to fall away, and you start to see things differently. So definitely take that deep breath in, I'm hearing, and be very courageous for yourself. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck, and it's a yes card, and it was in reverse. But that's because you're not choosing yourself. You're not choosing yourself to do the work on. So when we start to say yes to ourselves, we get a lot more yeses out in the universe and to the things that we want and in our life, more abundance and health, wealth, whatever it is that you really want. So once you start changing the belief in yourself and rebuilding your thought process, the yeses start to come a lot more for you. I'm also seeing lots of solar plexus healing and lots of throat chakra healing. So you may want to do like a Reiki treatment somewhere.
So I get that you're at a crossroads. And I pulled the Seven of Pentacles, which very much it has many other meanings, of course, but it also brings up a crossroads. You're at that point of where so it's like she's contemplating. Here's a ladder. She can pick from the bottom because this would be easier if she just stood there and picked there. She could climb the ladder and get what's at the top. Sometimes we got to put in the effort to climb the ladder to get to the top, right? It's like we got to be willing to extend, reach a little farther. And so reaching a little farther is going to require you to really go into the relationship that you avoid the most. And it's the relationship with yourself. And I pulled the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate card, and it's in reverse. So the greatest relationship that we can have is the one that we have with ourselves. And it's hard for us to be in the healthiest of relationships with everyone else when we avoid the relationship with ourselves. And so it's easy for you to overextend and give all of you to everyone else, but it's not so easy for you to give all to yourself. And so it's just there's a crossroads here, and you're at a crossroads, Mary, in your life. And it's just saying, I just feel like there's like a direction. There's several directions that we can take. Do we take the one that's because it's easier to take, or do we take the one that's going to require a little extra, and that we're going to have to expand ourselves a little more, go a little bit farther, reach up a little bit more? And so it's like it may look the same, but is it really the same? Will you feel more satisfied, more complete within yourself if you allow yourself to be expanded? So there is like this expansion of energy that's speaking to you and saying, like, it's time for you to really look at you. And it's like that emotional fulfillment that you're seeking is the emotional and spiritual relationship that you have with you. And if you have that relationship with you now, it's going to really help blossom and grow all of the relationships that you have throughout your life and with everyone else that's in your life. And that's what I have for you.
Aw. Okay. I'm going Carol Ann Dalton. Are you here? I like to see that you were cheering for somebody else.
Aw.
Carol Ann Dalton. Sorry, I keep walking away, guys. There's a bunch of animals. I have a dog that I don't really own, but it's my dog. And
Carol Ann Dalton.
I missed seeing the kitten earlier when I was reading. I caught a little glimpse, but it was kind of out of my radar. So I'm hoping she brings the kitten back at some point.
Oh, so cute. So cute.
Oh, the kitten? That kitten is that's Maisie. And don't worry, the other one's not. Luna's not letting me pick her up. So you only see her if she walks past. But Maisie was misbehaving, so I had to pick her up for a moment.
Carol Ann is there.
Excellent. Where does Maisie play in your life somewhere else, Corrie?
My wedding song.
Okay.
Maisie,
that name is like ding ding ding. It's
Maisie Star, Fade Into You. That was my wedding song.
Which I mean, I was there, but I didn't know who sang it. I think
do
I
my
was
hair.
there. Oh, okay. All right, Carol Ann. Ooh, girlfriend. Wow. Some.
Easy.
She's snoring.
You can hear her.
It's
I
gonna
love it.
leave her there.
No.
We're gonna want to go outside pretty quick here. Oops, shouldn't say that word. All right, Carol Ann Dalton. I feel like something really big, like what I keep seeing, like a sonic boom happened, and it's sacred breath and sound. So I feel like something big has happened, or something big is going to happen, and it's something that is going to be. I just see you all of a sudden standing up, standing tall, and standing empowered. Um, Luminous life force, like the light is coming into you, like it's like that divine light is going to be entering your crown, and it's like I said, that sonic boom is going off. So like you see kind of that ripple, and there's big changes coming. It is going to take some nurturing and compassion for yourself, because I have the Divine Mother and Grace. So I I feel I really feel a huge change is coming. Huge change is coming, but you're going to try to deny it right away, and that's where this compassion has to come into here. But I mean, like, look at these women. I just see so much strength and power within them. Yeah, and just, oh my god, I'm like so excited. I'm so excited, and I don't know what it is, but it's just like such great excitement. Huge shift and change is coming for you. It's going to be so very good. Get ready. That's what I'm hearing. Get ready, girl. Get ready to be able to stand tall and be empowered. And, you know, I feel like so much of your wisdom is coming forward now. That's the Divine Mother, too, right? That feminine nurturing and the divine wisdom. So definitely get ready. Be prepared. I'm not saying it's a short time. I can't tell you the timeline, but be prepared. Something huge is coming, and it's going to create such waves. Big waves.
Yeah. So just to add to that, I got the card perfect timing. Now is the time to be moving forward. And I also got the express your individuality card, right? So really allowing your authenticity to step forward. I kind of feel like, you're at a place in your life where you have your own style, you have your own rhythm, you have your own quirkiness. And it's like, you're ready to share that. You're ready to unleash that out to the rest of the world. And it comes through very unapologetic. And she's also there's a whole bunch of tools there. There's things to be unveiled. I feel like maybe you've been preparing for a long time, and now maybe it's the time to kind of open that up and let it become whatever it is to become, as that unique, authentic expression that is completely yours, your way, your style, your magic, your timing, and just really trusting whatever is unfolding for you. But she's also looking up to the moon. So really trust in the natural cycles in the rhythm, and for that clarity of the timing, not setting yourself into a schedule. So this is really about that intuitive knowing of it's go time now, and trusting in that direction. It's not about being fully prepared. It's just trusting that, okay, that's my in, and letting yourself step forward, and just whatever's meant to be is going to unveil itself. But it does feel very quirky, very fun. It is completely you. You are one of a kind, and really embracing that magic, because that is what really draws people into yourself. And yeah, I mean, everything is just kind of wrapping this excitement around you, and really trusting in that intuition, because you are very tapped in. So embrace that, enjoy it, and yeah, go with the moon cycles in that one.
I got the Knight of Swords. You are charging forward. You are going forward. Like, it's like, hurrah, like we're just on that mission. You just got somewhere to go. but I just feel like there's this like um I just wrote this down. Um Geez, once again I can't pick up my own writing. Um
It's not your writing, that's why.
no, it's not. Um don't be don't be afraid of it. Like don't be afraid of it. Don't don't be afraid of it. Like don't be afraid of the changes, and don't let fear kind of stand in the way of kind of enjoying the moment or enjoying the experience. But I keep seeing a baby around you, and I don't know why. I just keep seeing a baby, and it's like there's a baby keeps coming, like it just floats past me like this in a vision, and then it's gone again. And so it's like there's just a baby. There's a baby over here, and I don't know where the baby comes in or why the baby comes in. And I just feel like they're like, birthing a new life is one of the things. But I have the Knight of Swords, and it's just like you're charging forward, you're going forward. There is so much to be excited for, and there's so much to be happy about, and to not to be. I can't see nothing out my glasses, and so not to be afraid of what's coming. Like, um, of course, there is always the little hiccups or the little things, but there's nothing that's really standing in the way. This next move, this next journey that you're on, is something that is so I want to say desperately needed in your life right now. And it kind of brings vitality back in. There's life coming back in. And I just feel like we're alive again. And it's just like it's like vitality is the only way I can explain it. Is it's you're so ready for this. Um, you're so ready for this, and you're ready for all the changes that comes with it. And I don't know where dad comes into this, if this would be like a father on the other side, but I just got dad's approval. Like having dad's approval, or dad is approving, is what I keep hearing. Dad's approval. So Caroline, I don't know where that comes in for you, but I also pulled out with it the 9 of Cups, and so there's celebration. You're so close to the change or to the new beginnings that it's safe. It is safe to celebrate. It is safe to celebrate. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to be happy about all of this. It's happening. Everything is happening, and it's all happening exactly as it's meant to happen. So it's not happening exactly as you everything you want is happening, but it's happening exactly as it's supposed to. So it's safe to celebrate. It's safe to be happy. It's safe to step into the joy. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's all working. Trying to be fearless and be okay with being nervous and excited at the same time. Yes, exactly. But you can be all of those at the same time. It's just be spiritually courageous. Just trust the universe. Trust that this is a divine move for you. It's all working out. It's all going to be great. So that's what we have for you. And I think I'm now powering down.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Yeah, losing my voice. So we're just all going to choose one card for the collective, and we'll end it out. And so we'll just end it with a card for everyone, and come back in again. You are so welcome, Carol Ann. I wish we could read everyone, but we have been here 2 hours and 15 minutes so far reading.
Holy cow, have we?
Friday night party.
Woohoo!
Friday night party. Yeah. And I don't know what the dog's barking at, but it could be a porcupine. It could be a bat. Last night it was a porcupine walked through our yard. A couple nights ago it was a badger walked through our yard. I don't want badgers walking through my yard. An owl almost hit my husband in the head last night when he was out by the truck. We had what we thought was a bobcat behind our house screeching, and we're like, holy shit, and we're out on the back deck, and he said, don't shine your light. And I'm like, but I want to see. So I shine my light anyway. And this big owl comes flying out and I don't know if anyone else knows this, but owls, like some of those owls and other birds can mimic the sounds of cats and dogs. And so it calls out its prey by mimicking the sound. And so it literally sounded like a cat, and it was an owl. It might come flying out of the trees. And then a bat almost hit me in the head. So it's
What's activity?
Yeah. Oh, we'd have to be channeled in to pick up Dad. I wouldn't be able to just tell. I can tell you they're all good over there. They're always good over there. They're good over there on the other side. But I wouldn't be able to speak directly to your dad without actually connecting to your dad, Natalie. And if I did that without, then I would be just giving you something that you just want to hear. Yeah. Okay, who's going first?
Go, Lisa.
Okay, I'll go for it. So the card I got for the collective, this is for everybody this evening. It's all about letting go. And, it's such a beautiful process when we allow ourselves time to just rest, to really come home to who we are, to be in that nest, and to really just kind of tune in to the way that Mother Earth is talking, nature's talking. We've been so conditioned to be in this fast-paced society, and the vibration that we've been trained to be at is so much higher than the natural rhythm of the earth. To tap back into your intuition, to tap back into that magic that is within us, it's really a process of slowing down. It's not about forcing ourselves. It's not about trying harder. It's about having play. It's about looking at the magic, noticing all the little details, watching how Mother Earth is always communicating, listening to, I call it the bird song, is just like listening to those angels, right? It's the higher vibrating energy that is trying to sing it into creation. So give yourself permission to let go. Let go of all the worries, all the stresses, all the should-haves, all the could-haves, all the would-haves, all of those things, and let yourself just be with you. There's a lot of pressure right now in the shadow energies in the form of stress. Stress does help us to evolve, to change, but it's about getting clarity on, well, what is that? What is really bothering at the root of myself that requires change? And not just starting to get rid of that pressure by moving it through your body too quickly, because it'll just keep coming back again. And that's the fastest way that we end up being quite exhausted and depleted. It's really about feeling the pressure, feeling that anxiety, feeling like there's got to be a little bit more, and giving yourself permission to, okay, I'm going to take the time to sit, to feel it all the way through, to let go of any thought of, I'm going to do what my mind is telling me, and really coming into the heart of, well, what is that higher guidance? Not the Band-Aid. What is the longer lasting results to really move you forward towards that higher potential? Because we're all here to have a good life, to love life, to really let yourself sink in that. So that's the advice from the fairies tonight, is all about letting go, having some fun and some playfulness.
And I mean, you got to love how this stuff always works out, because when we're tapping into the collective, it's just going to be boom, 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 and they're all going to connect, because I have imposter. And what I'm getting, this is Corrie's deck. I have stop allowing those negative thoughts to come in. Stop allowing people's shitty thoughts of what they think you are. Stop allowing them to take over you and make you feel like you're less than anything. No matter when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you are always a powerhouse, and you have the choice to basically not allow those thoughts to creep in and to give you doubt and all that stuff. Stop allowing people's fears and everything to come in. And, because what is fear? False evidence appearing real. So they might be words. And when it comes down to it, that's their thoughts on you. It doesn't mean that it's true. So stop allowing that negativity to affect how you feel about yourself. I always tell clients, when a bad thought comes in, just tell yourself, I choose again, and turn it into something positive. So, you might have a negative thought of like something bad's going to happen, and be like, and starting to be aware of that, and just being like, I choose again. No, this isn't going to happen. It's going to be great when I go see my family. It's going to be great when I go do this, or, whatever the situation is, when those shitty thoughts come through, just try to erase them with this. I choose again. No, I choose happy. I choose love. I choose to vibrate higher than that fear vibration. Yeah, so I hope that the messages that I've given you today help, and you have a great weekend.
And I have Master Manipulator. I have Mavis. Don't be tricked by your own mind. And so, it's so easy to be like the bleeding heart. It's so easy to convince ourselves of everything. It's so easy to become the martyr. It's so easy to become like this white knight and the savior and all of those things that we think everyone needs us to be. And it's easy to get our head in the clouds. So I did write down a very specific message, and I don't know who it's for, but let's see if I can pick this one out. So this is how it all flows, right? Like it's all coming out here. And so if you really um, if you really want to release someone or something from your life, stop going back. Stop going back. Stop going back to the same, because every time you return, you're getting the same. And so they people or situations keep revealing a truth to you that you sometimes don't want to see. And the master manipulator is our own mind's ability to be able to create a character that we tell ourselves in our minds that we think someone is. Or so it's so easy to turn someone into an enemy, and it's like, oh, this is who they are. Or it's so easy if you're in a relationship or you're getting out of a relationship to then say, oh, but I see their soft side or I see their good side. Well, they've already told you who they were. And so you're going back to the soft side that you created. You're going back to the sweet side that you've created, the narrative you've created. And every time you keep going back to the version that you've created, the real version is going to still be there. And it's no matter what it is. And so we take it in the context of life, is that the real situation, the real thing, the unresolved issue in our lives is still going to be there, even if we pretend it's not going to be there. Pretending is not going to fix or resolve. Running, avoiding is never going to fix or resolve. It's walking into, it's turnaround, it's seeing truth. And when we see truth, so there's this, I think he's actually a pastor, and I always say it's like the lies that we convince ourselves are truth, and there's these lies and these identities, and so we have a lie identity that we tell ourselves that we are, right? And so we have these identities, and it's called a persona that we believe to be true, and and everyone else has these personas. And so the master manipulator is saying, like, even situations have identities that we see. And so what I was writing down was that it's you just keep seeing the version that you want to see, so that it gives yourself permission to keep going back. And so it's you have to see. You have to see the you that keeps repeating patterns, behaviors, old habits, breaking promises to yourself, disappointing yourself, letting yourself down. You have to see that version of yourself. The version that says, oh, well, I was just hoping that somebody would see me or I'd be appreciated. You are freaking appreciated. You are all of those things. You just got to remember that. And so it's so easy to get lost. And this is one of the, it was the card that I'm like, I don't really know if I like this card in deck. I think I want to change this card, but it's the card you really need to see. It's, what we don't like is actually the parts about ourselves we actually should like the most. And sometimes it's because when it's being reflected back to us, it's asking us to have the courage to stand up. It's having the courage to see truth. It's asking us to have courage, and having spiritual courage and that's where insight comes in, and that's where real sight is, because we can see our own lies, and we can see the lies that we keep accepting as truth. And so, every time we return to a pattern, every time we keep returning to an old habit, every time we keep eating the things that we say we don't want to eat again, it's like, well, I don't know why this keeps happening, because we make the choice. We choose. And if we just keep making a different choice. And so this is inviting us to really look at the ability to be our own master manipulator. And we learn this very early in life. You learn this in the first 7 years of your life, by the way. And so it is something that we discover in the first 7 years to get what we want. We learn how to have crocodile tears. We learn how to put a mask on. We learn how to pretend. We learn how to do those things. So we're being called up and out a little bit with all this energy. But I did put up the energy updates for the part 1, and when we're done here, I'm posting part 2. And it's one that is a message from Archangel Gabriel. So yeah, and it's about the agreement that we came to Earth to have. So
Ooh.
yeah, not sticking to your own boundaries. Why are you calling me out, Corrie? Well, this is how the guides work. They're calling us all up and out. Thank you all. Thank you, Michelle and Lisa, for being here. And yeah, you can check out their pages. These ladies have ventured through everything of all of more than existing, all of their mediumships. Like these ladies have bravely and courageously walked this journey with me for several years now. And here they are now, like they're up and running and doing their thing. And they got honest with themselves and they returned back to their authenticity. So here's the realist of all of us.
Thank you, everybody that showed up tonight to spend your time with us. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Yeah. And one more thing. Each and every one of us, you can book with us online on our websites. So if you want personal readings with us, one-on-one sessions, each and every one of us. So I'm giving a little wink over here to Lisa, who's just opening up her schedule. that we are still available. Each and every one of us, we do private one-on-one sessions. And you can also, with me, you can book email readings. I don't know if the girls have emailed readings. So you can also buy email readings with me as well. But I don't know if you girls do. Do you have email readings?
If somebody wanted one, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm kind of leaning to, I'm going deep and personal at this time, and really, really looking for that one-on-one relationship to kind of go into some depth in the journey. So I do offer the online readings, but I'm kind of going, no, I'm leading towards a different direction at this time that feels right for me. So yeah, if you want to go deep, come and check out my website.
Natalie, the pages are in the comments. I think Tracy, Healing Practices with Tracy, posted them.
I also posted them as well, I believe. So I put the links there while you girls were talking. I was downloading links, adding it in. So yes. So thank you for everyone being here. Good night. Come back again. Watch again. My lives are up on a regular basis. So, or as regular as they can be for me. So much love. Talk to you guys later.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care.